Hi guys, this is Amar and welcome to Amar Tech Stuff. So guys, in this video we are going to focus on an troubleshooting ticket. As you can see in this scenario, we have two data centers. One is in Pune and the other one is in Noida. So you can see a lot of PCs and servers connected in Pune, and there's a network team over here who is right here, and there are two network engineers, Shrikant and Rakesh, who normally access this Noida DC router whose IP is 2.2.2.2. If you can see over here, this is the one. Okay, so this is the one on which they access. Now what we need to do is solve an issue where Shrikant is able to telnet this Noida DC router, but his friend, his colleague Rakesh is not able to do so. Okay, so let's check first of all from Shrikant PC that how he is able to, or whether he is able to access that or not. I was trying to ping it earlier and I was able to ping. I checked it and everything, but I'll show you again. So this is the Noida's router, and I'm just from Shrikant PC able to ping. Let's telnet and we'll check it once from here. Yeah, the telnet is also working, so everything looks good from here. Now let's do it from Rakesh PC. From Rakesh PC we will try to telnet 2.2.2.2. connection is refused. I tried it again, but again the same thing. Let's try and check whether the connectivity is through or not from Rakesh PC to the router. So I'll just ping it. Yes, ping is working, but telnet is not working. So on PC guys, I have not done anything restricting any port number or something like that. Even here also nothing, no access list is there which is restricting the port number 23. I have not done such thing over here in Pune DC. Again, the configuration stuff is also very simple. I'll just show you the IP addresses which I've configured. So the Rakesh is having an PC with IP address 10.1.1.200. okay, so this is the IP address simply. This is the gateway which is correctly configured. That is why we are able to ping 2.2.2.2. so nothing much to troubleshoot on this PC. Let's check on Noida DC router itself. Okay, so I'll show you what exactly you can check when you're facing an issue, such kind of issue, whether you're able to ping that router's IP or ping that switch IP, but you're not able to telnet or SSH into that particular device. So the very first thing what you need to check is this configuration, line VTY configuration. So guys, here you can see here under in the line VTY configuration, there's an access class which is defined over here, which is access class VTY underscore allow in. So whenever such kind of command is there, access class means an access list named VTY which is applied in direction is configured under this line VTY. Line VTY are the terminals through which you telnet into the device, virtually log into the device, do SSH into the device. So VTY underscore allow is an access list. So whatever IPs addresses are allowed, or whatever networks are allowed in this access list, those source or those hosts will be only allowed to take the telnet, or I can say to log in virtually into this device. Now let's check out this ACL, which is VTY underscore allow. Okay, just copy this. Packet tracer, need to do it from here. Just copy. Okay, so show IP access list, and I'll just paste the name of these. Now what is the IP addresses? We'll just check what all the IP addresses is. The IP address of Shrikant's PC is 10.1.1.100, and for Rakesh it is 10.1.1.200. So let's check out, or in this, well, let us check whether pipe includes works here or not. I don't think so. In packet tracer, the problem is that a lot of commands not work in packet tracer, like this command. Like if I want to see the configuration of you know only of particular thing, pipe section sort of thing or pipe include sort of things, they don't work in packet tracer. Apart from that, packet tracer is a very cool tool, I can say, but some things like show run, if I want to say show run pipe section or pipe include, it won't work in packet tracer for this version whatever I have. So let's check out first of all which IPs, because this is not that big. So let's check out whether our IP addresses are present or not. So you can see over here that is 10.1.1.100, which is the IP address of Shrikant's PC, and who is able to telnet into this device. That IP address is present. Rakesh's IP address is ending with 200. So let's check whether we have it's 202, 208, 209, 199, 187, 188. No. So that IP address is not present in this particular ACL. So let's configure that IP address. IP access list standard. This is a standard access list. This is the name. Okay, and the command is permit host 10.1.1.200. okay, so let me check now. Yeah, so here is the entry at the end. Okay, and there's an implicit deny, guys, at the end. So that is the reason why we were not able to access. Now we'll check it whether we are able to access now from Rakesh's PC. I'll just take this Rakesh PC and was able to ping. I'll just check whether I'm able to telnet or not. Yes, see guys, I'm able to telnet. Just exit over here. You can see the match over here. There are two matches which I have got. Okay, I'll try to do it again. This is Rakesh's PC. Okay, four matches. So every time some hits are coming, some traffic is coming, you will get some hits over here. So this is how we can solve this problem. So guys, always remember that if in case you get such kind of issue where you are able to ping a particular device but you're not able to telnet into the device or SSH into the device, you can always check this stuff. I faced this issue a number of times in practically also. So now I'm used to this issue. So I just thought that I should share this issue with you guys. This is a very useful ticket, I would say. So let's summarize what all things we did in this video. So the very first thing what we did was from Shrikant's PC. Shrikant PC was able to telnet, ping both, but for Rakesh PC we were able to only ping but not able to telnet. So from Shrikant's PC we checked, it was pinging. From Rakesh PC it was not pinging because there is an ACL which was applied over here for line VTY. In that particular ACL, in this ACL is applied always in direction, because the traffic is going to flow from this Rakesh. We're going to send a request to this PC, so it's always in the in direction, and that is defined by access class command. So we're not able to telnet into the device, and we checked that access list. We found that Shrikant's PC IP was present, but Rakesh's PC IP was not present in that ACL. So we allowed it, and once we allowed it, we checked it that we were able to telnet. So guys, please do share this kind of tickets with your friends. It do helps a lot, the small tricks and tips, and practically this happens, this things happens with a lot of people that missed out configuring some host IP addresses, and the data center people would then won't be able to log into the devices. So guys, please do subscribe to my channel, Amar Tech Stuff, and as I told, please share, please comment on this video, and let me know whether you need or such kind of tickets, or very simple sort of tickets, but I think these are very useful tips and tricks while troubleshooting and whether network be a small network or whether it be a huge network. So let me know in the comment section whether you need such kind of more tickets. Based on your comments, I'll surely make more videos like this. So guys, for now it's time to say goodbye. Catch you in the next video. Till then, take care.